Hello students, welcome to online lecture. Myself Mahendra Patil, assistant teacher from Mahatma Gandhi Vidya Mandir's K Beach Vidyalaya and Junior College Malegaon camp. Dear friends, today we are going to study subject biology. In that we are going to study chapter number 10 and name of the chapter is Human Health and Disease. In this chapter we are going to deal with topic number 1. Topic number 10.1 Immunity. Before that, I am going to introduce about the immunity. So, immunity is a Latin word derived from the Latin word immunis. Immunity is a scientific word derived from the Latin word immunis, means exempt or freedom from. So, it refers to general ability of body to recognize, neutralize, and destroy foreign substances or resist to a particular infection or disease. Simply, it means that general ability of body to recognize, neutralize, and destroy and eliminate foreign substance or resist a particular infection or disease is known as immunity. The term immunity traditionally referred to as a resistance exhibited by the host toward, towards injury caused by pathogens and their products. Protection against infectious disease is only one of the many consequences of immune response. It means protection against infectious disease is a result of immune response. The concept of immunity believed to be started by Edward Jenner in England. Then he developed a cowpox vaccine for the protection against the attack of smallpox. Then the term immunology, concept immunology. Listen about immunology. Immunology is a science which deals with study of immune system, immune response to foreign substances, immune responses to foreign substances and their role to resisting infection by pathogen. Listen again about immunology. Immunology is the science which deals with study of immune system and immune responses to foreign substances and their role to resisting infection by pathogen. The most important characteristics of immune system is that it distinguishes self and non-self. Listen about the important feature of immune system. The most important characteristics of immune system is that it distinguishes self, that means own body cell or molecule, and non-self means the foreign molecules are invading cells. Immunity is able to distinguish self means own body cell and non-self means foreign body cell. Immune system again possess immunological memory. There is one of the term included in immunity or in this chapter, that is antigen. Any foreign substances invading body and capable of stimulating an immune response is called antigen. Any foreign substance which attack on body and able to stimulate immune responses is known as antigen. Then what is antibodies? Antibodies means the protective chemicals produced by the immune cells in response to antigen. The protective chemicals produced by immune cells in response to antigen are called antibodies. That is about the immunity. Immunity is classified into two types. The immune system or immunity classified into two types. First type, innate immunity, which is present from birth, and second type, natural immunity, second type, acquired immunity, which is acquired later the birth. There are two types of immunity: innate immunity and acquired immunity. So I am going to explain, I am going to teach you about the first type of immunity, that is innate immunity. Innate immunity is a inborn immunity. It is natural immunity. It is present from birth. That means the immunity present from birth, and this immunity is inborn capacity of body to resist pathogen or disease causing agents. This immunity does not depend on previous contact to foreign substances. It does not depend on previous contact or previous exposure to foreign substances. It is non-specific immunity because it consists of those defense elements. So again I am going to explain the same innate immunity. Innate immunity is natural immunity. It is present from birth. It is naturally present in an individual. It is present from birth. It is inborn capacity of the body to resist the pathogen. It is non-specific immunity because it consists of all those defense elements. One form of innate immunity consists of various type of barriers which prevent the entry of foreign agents into the body. It does not depend on previous contact, exposure, previous exposure to foreign substances. When any pathogen enters into the body, it is attacked and killed by one of the components of this immunity or of this system. It consists of different types of barriers. Generally, the barriers are classified into four types: anatomical barriers, physiological barrier, phagocytic barrier, and inflammatory barriers. So, Listen about the first type, anatomical barrier. The anatomical barrier, it is first line of defense mechanism. Anatomical barriers is also called as epithelial surface. Body surface or epithelial surface acts as barrier to prevent the entry of pathogens or disease causing agents into the body of an individual. So it is first line of defense mechanism. It is also known as surface barrier. It is also called as epithelial barriers. This anatomical barrier consists of skin and mucous membrane. Skin is outermost body covering which forms barrier and that prevent the entry of pathogen or other harmful agent into the body. The healthy skin of an organism possesses bactericidal activity due to the presence of high concentration of salt in drying sweet. Listen again the same. Healthy skin possesses bactericidal activity due to the presence of high concentration of salt in drying sweet. And this bactericidal activity prevent the entry of pathogens or disease causing agent into the body. Then the sebaceous secretion and long chain of fatty acids have bactericidal and fungicidal properties. Sebaceous secretion of skin and long chain of fatty acids which is present in skin and in mucous membrane have bactericidal and fungicidal properties. Mucous membrane mucous membrane or mucosa membrane lines all body cavities that open to exterior such as digestive system, respiratory system and reproductive system. So in short, listen about the anatomical barriers. Anatomical barriers is first line of defense mechanism. It is also known as surface barrier. It is known as epithelial barrier. It prevents the entry of foreign particles into the body of an organism. Anatomical barrier consists of skin and mucous membrane. Skin is outermost body surface covering which forms barrier that prevent the entry of pathogen or other harmful agent into the body. The healthy skin possesses bactericidal activity due to the presence of high concentration of salt in drying sweet, and sebaceous secretion and long chain of fatty acid also have bactericidal and fungicidal properties. So it acts as barriers. बॅरियरचा मराठीतून अर्थ होतो अडथळा. स्किन आणि म्युकस मेम्ब्रेन सूक्ष्मजीवांना शरीरात जाण्यापासून रोखतात, म्हणजेच अडथळा निर्माण करतात आणि म्हणून याला फर्स्ट लाईन ऑफ डिफेन्स मेकॅनिझम असं म्हटलं जातं. सो म्युकसा मेम्ब्रेन लाईज द बॉडी कॅव्हिटी that open to the exterior such as digestive, respiratory, urinary and reproductive system. Mucus is a slime substance secreted by the mucous membrane and that trap the foreign substances, microorganism and throw them out with the help of digestion or cellular digestion. Then nose prevent the entry of microorganism. Nose hairs used to prevent the foreign particles. mucus lines, mucus lining of epithelium of inner nose used to hold the healthy microbes or microorganism and are swept back to the pharynx where they tend to swallowed or cough out. So mucus lining found in the respiratory tract, digestive tract, urinary tract, reproductive tract secrete mucus, and mucus trap the microorganism and make them immobilize. That is about the first defense line, that is anatomical barrier. That means the first line of defense, that means anatomical barrier. It is also known as surface barrier. Then next, listen about the some of the first line of defense, that is the cup. The cuff reflex is an important defense mechanism of respiratory tract. Then mouth is constantly bathed in saliva, which has inhibitory effect on organism. And then the acidity of gastric secretion in stomach destroys microorganism, while flushing action of urine eliminate the bacteria from the urethra. Conjunctiva is freed from the or freed of foreign particles by the flashing action of lacrimal secretion. That means eyes become susceptible to infection when lacrimal secretion is absent. So the tears contain the antibacterial substances lysosome. This lysosome is an antibacterial enzyme prevent the present in tears, nasal secretion, saliva, and most of the body fluids. It lyse the bacterial cell. Lysosome, it is an antibacterial enzyme present in tears, nasal secretion, saliva, and most of the body fluids. It lyses the bacterial cells. That is about the first defense line mechanism, means the anatomical barrier. Then next one, that is the second barrier is physiological barrier. Physiological barrier includes body temperature, pH of body fluid, and other body secretion. It includes fever. Fever inhibit. It includes the body temperature. That means the fever inhibit the growth of any pathogen in body. While hydrolytic acid of stomach kills most of organism present in food. Increase in body temperature following the infection in is a natural defense mechanism. That means due to the infection of microorganism, increase in temperature take place is the natural defense mechanism. It helps to accelerate the physiological processes. Temperature helps to accelerate the physiological processes to destroy the invading pathogen. Due to the infection or due to infection, temperature of body increases, and this increase in temperature accelerates the physiological processes of body to destroy the invading pathogen. Thus, the fever stimulates the production of interferon and help to recovery from the viral infection. Fever stimulate the production of hormone interferon and help in recovery from the viral infection. Hormone interferon released by the cell can inhibit the growth of many pathogenic microorganisms. That means hormone interferon releases by cell can inhibit the growth of many pathogenic microorganisms. That is about the physiological barrier or that is about the physiological barriers. That means second type of barrier. Then next one, third barrier is a phagocytic barrier. That means cellular factors in innate immunity. Listen about the phagocytic barrier or cellular factor in innate immunity. It is second line of defense mechanism. It includes phagocytes, natural killer cell, interferon also, and it also include the inflammatory response also. Actually, it consists of phagocytic barrier. It is phagocytic barrier. It consists of the phagocytic activity of phagocytic cells or amoeba-like cells. Phagocytic barrier is a second line of defense mechanism of body. The pathogens that break the surface barrier and enters into the body. Such pathogens are engulfed and destroyed by the amoeba-like cells. That means engulfed by the amoebocyte cells or amoeboid cells. These cells are known as phagocytic cell. पहिले डिफेन्स लाईन म्हणजे सुरक्षेचं जे कव्हर तोडून काही सूक्ष्मजीव स्किनमधून म्युकस मेम्ब्रेनमधून शरीरात जातात, रक्तात किंवा बॉडी फ्लुइडमध्ये पोचल्यानंतर त्या ठिकाणी सेकंड डिफेन्स लाईन ॲक्टिवेट होतं आणि सेकंड डिफेन्स लाईन म्हणजेच फॅगोसायटिक सेल. यातल्या फॅगोसायटिक सेल या सूक्ष्मजीवांना पॅथोजन्सला खाऊन टाकतात, नष्ट करतात. अमिबासारख्या असणाऱ्या पेशी यांना फॅगोसायटिक सेल्स म्हणून या बॅरियरला फॅगोसायटिक बॅरियर असं नाव देण्यात आलं. पॅथोजन्स दॅट ब्रेक द सरफेस बॅरियर that break the skin and mucous membrane and enter into the body are engulfed and destroyed by the amoeba-like cells called as phagocytic cell. It is natural defense against invasion of blood and tissue by microorganism or other foreign particles. Phagocytosis is an important mechanism of innate immunity or non-specific immunity. Phagocytosis include macrophages, neutrophils, WBCs of blood. A class of lymphocytes called as natural killer cells is an important and non-specific defense against viral infection. Then next barrier, that is inflammatory barrier. Inflammatory barrier is last barrier. It is non-specific defense response of body to tissue injury. Irritation caused by irritation, chemicals, insect bites, infection by viruses cause inflammation caused by the chemicals, insect bites, irritation, and infection by viruses. Inflammation caused by the symptoms like redness, irritation, swelling, pain, and inflammation occur due to release of number of chemicals. Listen about the inflammatory barriers. It is non-specific response of body to tissue injury. Inflammation caused by symptoms like redness, irritation, swelling, pain. Inflammation caused by symptoms like redness, irritation, swelling, pain, and inflammation occur due to release of number of chemicals. So it include antimicrobial substances in blood and tissue. It also includes acute phase proteins, antimicrobial substance in blood and tissues, more than 30 serum protein circulating in blood in inactive state. The presence of microorganism or pathogen activate to this inactive protein the interferon and class of cytokinin soluble proteins released by the cells infected by viruses and certain WBCs to stimulate the other cell and protect themselves from the viral infection. Thus, the presence of microorganism or pathogen activate to this inactive protein and this interferon and class of cytokines released by these infected viruses and certain WBCs to stimulate other cells and protect themselves from viral infection. That is about the inflammatory barrier, and there is other defense mechanism or barrier acute phase protein. Acute phase protein, in short APPS. Infection and injury lead to the sudden increase in concentration of certain plasma protein. Listen about the acute phase protein. Infection and injury lead to the sudden increase in concentration of certain plasma protein, collectively called acute phase protein. This includes C-relative proteins, CRP, mannose binding protein, alpha 1 acid glycoprotein, serum amyloid P, etc. Acute phase protein believed to increase host resistance and prevent the tissue injury and promote repair of inflammatory lesions. So acute phase protein is inflammatory, is also including inflammatory barriers. And so listen about the inflammatory barriers. Inflammatory barrier is a non-specific defense of the body to tissue injury, irritation, chemicals, insect bite, infection by bacteria, viruses, and fungi, including inflammatory barriers. Inflammation is created by symptoms like redness, irritation, swelling, pain. Inflammation occurs due to release of number of chemicals like histamine, prostaglandin, kinase, lymphokinase by the damaged tissue. Inflammatory response has following Inflammatory response has some of the advantages. It inhibits spreading of harmful pathogens in the localized tissue, and it helps to destroy and dispose the pathogens. It promote tissue repair processes. That is about the first type of immunity, that is inflammatory. First type of immunity, that is innate immunity. This second type we will see in next time. Thank you.